You are programmed to stay broke. Not by accident. By design. The financial education system has one job. Keep you buying liabilities while the wealthy quietly stack assets. And in the next 15 minutes, I am going to expose exactly how this conspiracy works and how you can escape it. Here is a question that will haunt you. Why does the average American family earn over $2.5 million in their lifetime but retire with less than $200,000? Where does all that money go? The answer is not bad luck. It is not even bad decisions in the traditional sense. It is programming. From the moment you entered school, you were taught exactly what to buy, when to buy it, and how to finance it. But here is what nobody tells you. That curriculum was not designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to make you a perfect consumer. A predictable, reliable, lifetime customer for banks, auto dealers, and mortgage companies. And the craziest part? Most people never question it. But we are about to question everything. Because by the end of this video, you will see money completely differently. Let me break down the most important financial concept you were never taught. Assets versus liabilities. And I do not mean the accounting definition your teacher might have mentioned. I mean the real definition. An asset puts money in your pocket every single month. A liability takes money out of your pocket every single month. That is it. Simple, right? But here is where your programming kicks in. When someone buys a house, they call it their biggest asset. When they buy a new car, they feel like they have made it. But let us do the math. Your house costs you mortgage payments, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and repairs every single month. Money flowing out. Your car costs you payments, insurance, gas, maintenance, and depreciation. Money flowing out. These are not assets. They are liabilities dressed up in the language of success. If this is clicking for you, drop a like because we are just getting started. Now let me shift your perspective entirely. Imagine two families. Same income. Same neighborhood. Same starting point. Family A does what they were taught. They buy the biggest house they can afford, finance 2 nice cars, and save whatever is left in a bank account earning 0.05%. Family B does something different. They rent a modest apartment, drive used cars they paid cash for, and take the difference to buy assets. Rental properties. Dividend stocks. Small business investments. 10 years later, Family A has a house worth maybe 10% more than they paid, 2 cars worth almost nothing, and a savings account that inflation has actually shrunk. Family B? They have cash flow. Passive income. Their assets now pay their rent, their car insurance, their groceries. But wait. This is where it gets really interesting. Because the question you should be asking is, why did Family A do what they did in the first place? The answer goes deeper than personal choice. It is institutional. Let me connect some dots that might disturb you. The American education system was largely designed in the early 1900s by industrialists who needed workers. Not thinkers. Not entrepreneurs. Workers. People who would show up on time, follow instructions, and spend their paychecks on products made by those same industrialists. Financial literacy was never part of the curriculum because financially literate people do not make good consumers. They do not take on massive debt. They do not buy things they cannot afford. They are harder to control. And here is the modern evolution of this system. Today, banks spend over $17 billion annually on marketing. Credit card companies spend another $15 billion. Auto manufacturers spend $10 billion. All of that money has one purpose: to program you to buy liabilities. To make you feel successful when you are actually becoming more trapped. But here is what they really do not want you to understand. And this is the part where everything changes. The wealthy do not just avoid liabilities. They use the exact same system against itself. When a wealthy person buys a house, it is not their home. It is a rental property. Someone else pays the mortgage, the taxes, the insurance, and leaves profit left over. When they buy a car, it is often through a business that writes off the expense while the vehicle serves a productive purpose. Same objects. Completely different financial outcomes. The difference is not the thing. It is how it is used. And this is not about being born rich. This is about understanding rules that exist right in front of you but that nobody taught you to see. Subscribe if you want to see how deep this goes, because what comes next changes everything about how you should be making money decisions. Let me give you the 3 specific purchases the wealthy make that the middle class avoids. Number 1. Income-producing real estate. Not a bigger house. A property that pays you. Even starting with a small rental or house hacking where you live in one unit and rent others. Number 2. Ownership stakes in businesses. Not just a job with a paycheck, but equity. Shares. Profit participation. Whether starting something small or investing in existing companies. Number 3. Paper assets that pay dividends. Stocks, bonds, REITs that send you money just for owning them. No work required. Notice what these have in common. They all put money in your pocket. Every single month. Now you might be thinking, I cannot afford those things. And that is exactly what you were programmed to think. Because here is the truth most people miss. Did you catch what the wealthy actually prioritize? The wealthy prioritize acquiring assets before upgrading lifestyle. They buy the rental property before the dream home. They invest the bonus before spending it on a vacation. They build the portfolio before the perfect car. And here is why that matters. Once assets generate enough income to cover your lifestyle, you are free. Your time becomes yours. Your choices expand. The game changes entirely. But the middle class does it backwards. They upgrade lifestyle first. They buy the house, the cars, the furniture, all on credit. And then they work forever to maintain those liabilities. By the time they think about investing, there is nothing left. The programming worked perfectly. They became lifetime customers. Lifetime workers. But you are watching this, which means you are already breaking the pattern. So how do you actually start? Let me give you the 90-day wealth shift. First 30 days. Track every dollar you spend. I mean everything. You will be shocked how much flows to liabilities you did not even notice. Subscriptions. Convenience purchases. Lifestyle inflation. Awareness is step 1. Days 31 through 60. Identify one liability you can reduce or eliminate. Maybe it is the car payment you can refinance or the subscription you forgot about. Redirect that money toward your first asset purchase. Even $50 a month into dividend stocks is building your asset column. Days 61 through 90. Research your first real asset acquisition. Maybe it is your first 100 shares of a dividend ETF. Maybe it is starting the side business. Maybe it is learning about house hacking. The specific asset matters less than the shift in mindset. You are no longer just earning and spending. You are building. Now here is what most people get wrong at this stage. They think they need to make massive changes overnight. Sell the house. Dump the car. Live like a monk. No. That is not sustainable, and it misses the point entirely. The shift is gradual. It is about direction, not speed. Every time you make a financial decision, you ask one question. Is this putting money in my pocket or taking money out? Over time, you tilt the balance. More assets. Fewer liabilities. The gap between your passive income and your expenses shrinks. Then one day, your assets cover your basics. Then your wants. Then your dreams. But it starts with that one question. And here is the uncomfortable truth. You will face resistance. Friends and family will not understand. They will think you are being cheap when you are actually being strategic. They are still programmed. You are deprogramming yourself. Let me tell you what happens on the other side. I have seen people who started with nothing but awareness. Within 2 years, they had their first rental property. Within 5 years, their passive income matched their job income. Within 10 years, they were choosing whether to work. Not because they won the lottery. Not because they got lucky. Because they stopped following the program. They asked different questions. Made different decisions. Built different outcomes. The math is not complicated. If you earn $50,000 a year and invest just 10% in assets returning 8% annually, in 20 years you have over $240,000 in assets generating nearly $20,000 in passive income. That is not life-changing wealth, but it is a foundation. It is freedom starting to emerge. Now imagine what happens if you increase that percentage as your income grows. So here is the truth that nobody else will say out loud. You were not taught financial literacy because you were not supposed to be wealthy. That sounds harsh, but look at the incentives. Banks profit when you borrow. Corporations profit when you consume. Governments tax more when you earn more and own less. The system does not need you wealthy. It needs you productive and consuming. But you now have something that changes everything. Awareness. You understand the game. You see the programming. And you have a choice that most people never consciously make. Will you keep buying liabilities because that is what you were taught? Or will you start acquiring assets because you now know the difference? The wealthy are not smarter than you. They just learned different rules. And now, so have you. Now you understand why you were programmed to buy liabilities. You know the difference between what puts money in your pocket and what takes it out. And you have a 90-day plan to start shifting your financial future. But knowledge without action is just entertainment. So here is what I need from you. Tell me in the comments what was the first liability you were programmed to buy. For me, it was a brand new car right after college. Looking back, I could have invested that money instead. Subscribe if you want more content that challenges the financial system and actually shows you how to build wealth. And watch this video next where I break down exactly how the wealthy pay less taxes legally. See you there.